Good morning, stamping friends. Oh, I can't tell you how good it feels to be back with you all. I have been sick. It started the end of October, and I was sick for almost 2 weeks. I could not believe it. It wasn't COVID, it wasn't strep throat, but I could not get better. And finally, I went to the doctor, and it turns out it was a sinus infection, which I've never had, that I believe, in my whole life. So anyway, once I got meds going, I was fine 2 days later. So I just feel so much better, and it's so good to be back crafting with you and bringing you some YouTube lives for you and just show you some projects I've been working on. Now, I can't even go farther without telling you the awesome sale that's going on, and Stampin' Up! Gave this cute little graphic of what's going on. And however, there's really tiny print down here, and so with my bad eyes, I had to make it a little bit bigger so my customers that are in person and online can see. So I wrote it, oh, it's all gonna be backwards for you, I bet. So I just wrote stock up sale includes, and unless you read the fine print, it actually includes our regular card stock, that's in our annual catalog, and you know how we all go through that, especially the white, basic white and vanilla. So I'm definitely going to be stocking up on that. And the DSP, and this is all in the annual catalog, by the way, not the mini catalog, but the annual. Also, our specialty paper, our blends are on sale, ink pads, re-inkers, ribbon, and trim. And they're all a different percentage, and that's what you can see on this little graphic. The ribbons and trims are 10%. The inks are 15%, and then 20% off all those papers. So your cardstock is 20%, and that's really a great deal because we don't always see our cardstock go on sale. So I just want to share that with you. And then also I'm going to share with you, not a project that we did in my online card club, but the bundle that we use. I've just had a lot of fun using this bundle. And so I just wanted to share with you another project that I created. Now, again, this one is not included in the online card club. So if you got the online card club for November, this is not a project included, but I wanted to share this with you. So it's just another idea for you in case you did do that. All right, let me turn the camera around and we will get started on today's project. The bundle that we're going to be using today is the Sending Cheer bundle. Isn't this cute? Oh, I love this set. This is totally my style, and I've really had a lot of fun using this. And so we're going to play with this, the stamp set and the dies. And then I also wanted to share with you another item that we're using. It's the Merry Bold and Bright. This is really fun and festive, and I thought it would be a good choice to go with the bundle that we're using. I wanted to show you one more thing in the catalog. This is in the annual catalog, and this hidden little gem on page 126. These are scalloped gift card boxes, and you get 10 of these for only $7. And what's really fun about these, and I'm going to show you in a second when I assemble it, is there's a little slanted slot here where the gift card sits on. So it's really cute when you open it up. So let's start with that. This is what the holder looks like when it comes in a package. We'll just start with that little insert. All you're going to do is fold this back. There's a score line there, and then these little slits is where your gift card will slip in there. So super simple for that part. Now let's assemble the box. So there's all these score lines. Basically all you're going to do is just fold all of them upwards into the box. And then once you put this in, it will sit like that. Do you see how it's kind of slanted like that? There isn't a closure on the box, but I'm going to show you how we do that when I'm done with the project so that you know how that is, so it stays shut. First thing we're going to do is measure our designer series paper, and this is 4 inches by 2 3/4. And we're going to grab our adhesive. I like to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. And we're going to put this right on top. Center that. All right. Now we're going to decorate all 4 sides, and so we need 4 strips of paper. These are 4 inches by 7/8 inch, and these are 2 3/4 by 7/8. So we're just going to add adhesive on all 4 of these. And again, I'm just going to dress up the sides. Whoopsie. And I know you could use designer series paper. The polka dots are a little bit interesting because you'd have to center the polka dots. I might get dizzy. And for this paper, sometimes less is more. I know a lot of people seem to mix these prints, but sometimes my eyes hurt a little bit when I see too many prints going. And so that's why I decided just to make it simple and let the elements that are on top speak for themselves and not get, you know, mixed up in all the patterns going on. Sometimes it's hard to see what the main focal point is, you know what I mean? So just like always, sometimes less is more. All right, our box is getting cute already just by dressing it up like that. All right, let's set that to the side. Now we're gonna take just a piece of basic white paper, and I will need my pad because these are photopolymer. And remember when we use photopolymer, because it doesn't have that red rubber foam in there, that I call it the gush, this is gonna be our gush. And so it will make it stamp more solid, especially when you have big solid images as opposed to, you know, just words or outlines. Okay, so I'm using pecan pie. So we're just gonna ink him up and then press in the middle. And then we're gonna take his little face, and this is another stamp. And I have my Memento Black, and I'm just gonna stamp that right on his face like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go die cut this out. Now when you die cut these, it is going to leave a little loop on the top. Oops, I cut it off a little bit, but we don't need that. So you can just snip that off, and they put that on because a lot of times these are made into tags. And so if you just did, you know, cut it out with pecan pie and didn't do the stamping, you would have a gingerbread tag actually. All right, now we are going to assemble the top of this. You know what, I already stamped this just to save a little bit of time, but I stamped the gift in Lemon Lime Twist, and then the ribbon in Poppy Parade, and then we have a die that cuts that out. So that's what we're gonna start with, and then we're gonna take that gingerbread that we just made, and what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put him behind the gift like this. And let me grab my dimensionals. We can go ahead and start with that. And he's just gonna be peeking behind this gift, but we don't want this stuff to be there. But I'm gonna go ahead and put him down right away on here because I don't wanna, I wanna make sure I cut. I wonder if I need a couple of them or just one, maybe one more over here. I'm gonna trim the legs and the other arm off so it looks like he is peeking behind this gift. Oops, let me take this off too. We just want part of his head to show, and for sure one arm, maybe just cover up one of his eyes a little bit like this, so barely peeking out like that. All right, now we're gonna take the paper snips and snip off the two legs, or part of them I should say. And I'm even gonna take my bone folder and I'm gonna kind of curve his hand out like he's saying hi a little bit, like that, so it bends just a little bit. All right, now we're gonna get more dimensionals. And we're just gonna pop this on the front of our gift box. Look at how fast this is coming together. All right, like this, just make sure the gift is straight. All right, and then we're gonna add some words here. Of course, I had to use the words, and again, I stamped this just on a piece of scrap paper. Then I fussy cut. We don't have a die that's that skinny, or one that I could find. So I just fussy cut that and put a banner on the left side. And let me get my teeny tiny dimensionals. And we're gonna put these on the back so these pop up as well. You can do all the popping you want on a gift card holder because it's not gonna go in an envelope. And sometimes our cards get a little bit thick because we wanna pop everything up, and then you might have to put a couple stamps on it. All right, and then for positioning these, I want to go just a little bit on the gift like this, and this one will go right on top of it like this. Let's go about right there. So no peeking. All right, now I was going to tell you how we're going to keep this shut because we want it to stay shut. So what I did was, I can't even remember where I got these. I got them so long ago, but I have these paper thin Velcro dots. And so I'm going to take this one off. I need to order some more of these. And I'm sure you already know this, but I'll still share it. The best way to line these up is just to stick them together like this. Do you like my inky hands too? That just goes along with stamping, right? Oh boy. All right, then if you can get it off your finger, the middle of this is, there's 4 scallops on each side, so I'm going to go right smack. Well, you know what? I might want to offset it. I think I will, just because there's more room on a scallop than that little part up there. So it doesn't matter if it's offset a little bit, because we just need it to stay shut. So you just put it on one side, and then once you shut it, it'll automatically grab where it needs to, I think. You might have to kind of press that down. There you go. All right, so at least it's shut now and it won't pop open. All right, now the fun part of this box, we are not done. The fun part is in the inside. So before we started, I went ahead and just stamped one more gingerbread, because there's going to be a little surprise inside when your recipient opens this. This is just exactly what we did. And you know what? I think I'm going to add a little bit of Poppy Parade. He's a little bit boring with white hearts. We got to make these coordinate. So I'll just take blends. If you have dots or little embellishments, heart ones, just add whatever you want, but blends work as well, which, by the way, blends are on sale, remember? They're in ink. All right, now what I did was I took a window sheet. This is, I can't remember what it's 5/8 by 1 3/4. And I'm gonna take my Seal Plus, whoops, and try not to get a dimensional back on there. It won't stick as well. And I'm going to put it on both ends, on the both on the same side as well. And what I'm gonna do is stick one of these in the middle of the box down here. And the other one I'm going to put on the gingerbread. But as far as placing this, the only thing you have to be careful of is when you place it on here, you want it to be able to shut. Like if I put this way up here and it went back, it wouldn't fit. It has to fall within here. So I'm going to kind of fold it back and see, oh, I can make it go up as high as I want. So I'll just cover up the tape like this, just so all of your seal is covered up. Then what you would do is put your gift card in here. And, you know, I have kind of a, I should call it a dummy one. I just made this on the computer. Sometimes when I do examples, I just make one. And I guess I could grab a real one. I usually have a Starbucks one handy. Let me just stick this in here so you get the full effect. Like that. So when they open it, it's going to be whatever gift card you choose. Then what you're going to do is you are going to flip this little guy. Oh, wait, we got one more thing. I'm sorry. We have to have them saying something. So I just did the same thing with this one. I just inked it with Poppy Parade. And then I tried it with a die, but the die was too big. So I just made my own little fussy cut banner there. I'm going to take a little bit of seal again. And we're just going to place this on his hand. So it's like he's greeting you. And then when you shut it, look what it's going to do. No peeking. Then when they open it, ta-da, this little guy pops up at you. So isn't that fun? Oh, I just think it's a fun idea to give, and there's just a little surprise inside. You could put candy in here. You wouldn't have to put a gift card, but the fact that it has this little slot thing makes it perfect for that. But if you just take that out and put a little treat in there. So that's how that works. Thank you so much for joining me, and I always put my host code up here. If you see any products that you like, especially with that sale going on, if you go to my Stampin' Up! Website and order and use the host code, if your order is over $50, I will send you a little treat in the mail. It's Stampin' Up! Product and a thank you card. And I just so appreciate your orders. I also look forward to seeing you next week when I'll have another YouTube Live. And don't forget, I'll be doing December Online Card Club. So if you're interested in that, please let me know, and I'd love to add you to the list. And I have details on my blog about how the Online Card Club works. Thank you again. You take care, everyone. Bye-bye.